Don't they? Now he is installing them into the sink's pipeline. And let's wait. uses a of the pipe section. Now our pipe can hold a much larger connector than its original size. Isn't this trick of his amazing? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. So all the steps are almost completed. Now he just needs to apply glue and install his creation back into the old water line, using the chain wrench he made. There you go, the job is done. In the next idea, you will guide us on how to connect PVC plastic pipes with flexible plastic pipes. First, you will heat the cap of a Coca-Cola bottle, then use a metal tube to make a hole in it. Right after that, he will thread the cap onto the outer side of a segment of flexible plastic pipe and add a rubber seal to the pipe segment. Cutting off the neck of the Coca-Cola bottle, he will heat a segment of PVC plastic pipe to be able to snugly fit the plastic pipe segment onto the bottleneck. In the next step, he uses adhesive to secure the plastic pipe segment to the bottleneck, then employs a hot air soldering tool to make the plastic part of the Coca-Cola bottle neck conform closely to the pipe segment. Now let's reassemble it and see how this water nozzle works. Oops! One nozzle is leaking water. Shut off the water supply. And now let's wait and see how he will handle it. A wrench is not what he chose to remove parts of the faucet. Instead, what he needs is a soldering machine. After heating up the faucet, now his wrench has the opportunity to demonstrate its functionality. Do you still remember the tips he instructed at the beginning of the video? Once again, he repeated those old tricks. It's truly amazing, isn't it? This demonstrates that the secrets he's guiding us through will be applicable in many situations. Just by watching his video, I've saved time and money while still being able to solve many life issues. At this moment, the man in the video is using ball bearings to create shapes on the flat plastic piece. Right after that, he uses scissors to cut them out. Don't forget to use sandpaper to smooth the surface of them after you've finished trimming. Use a knife along the paper to create a circle in the middle of them. Once you have these small circles with shapes like this, he will place them inside the water pipe and reassemble it as it was originally. Wrap the thread tape around the faucet before attaching it to the water pipe. Now let's predict together whether his faucet will work well, shall we? I guess it will. What about you? Oh my goodness! The sink faucet in his house is broken. I'm really looking forward to seeing how he fixes it. Firstly, he dismantled the pipelines to be able to remove the locking part of the faucet from the sink. Using a metal rod to turn the threaded pipe section, he can now easily remove the components of the lock. A broken sink lock is an issue that many households are facing. They would have to spend quite a bit of money to replace the new faucets, so these tips of his will help many homemakers save money. Why don't you try learning from his methods to fix the water locks in the kitchen to assist your mother or wife? I think that's a fantastic idea. They would be very pleased to receive your help. In the next step, he drilled a hole into a bottle cap. 57. Right after trimming and sanding the bottle cap into a small circular shape, he assembled it with the components of the lock. And now, the most crucial part is complete. He just needs to reassemble the lock components back to their original positions. And that's it. From before until now, I always thought that fixing this water lock was very difficult. Therefore, every time the water lock in the house was broken, I would just throw them away and replace them with a new water lock. However, after watching the tricks from the man in this video, I realized that, repairing a water lock is actually quite simple. After completing the repair process, he brought the lock back and installed it in the water tank. Look over there. His lock is functioning well again. Isn't that fantastic? Oops! The faucet at his sink is not usable. Let's see how he fixes it. First, he used plumber's tape to secure the pipe sections and removed the pipe sections so that he could take the faucet for repairs more easily. With just a small iron rod, he was able to extract the screw deep inside the faucet. Now let's disassemble the components of the faucet and work together to identify the issue that needs to be resolved. This is a very straightforward way to repair a water faucet if the faucet in your house is also experiencing a similar issue. You just need to do the same as the man in the video did. He applied oil inside a part of the faucet, and after reassembling it, it worked well again. Isn't this trick so simple? Give it a try, and let us know the results in the comments section. And now, the man in the video will reassemble the components of the water faucet just like it was before. Then, you will connect it to the pipeline. And let's wait together to see how it operates, shall we? Wow! Look there! Water is flowing out. How amazing! The faucet is working well again. In the next trick, he will guide us on how to fix a situation when the water pipe inside the wall gets punctured. Just be patient and wait to see what surprise is in store for you. The first thing he does is to drill small holes to be able to cut out a section of the wall. Only with this approach can you see the broken water pipe inside. And he measured and cut the empty space to make it more square and tidy. Before moving on to the pipe repair process, he will create a cover for the empty space first. Using a saw, cut out a piece of wood with dimensions matching the size of the empty space. Next, he cut out a piece of flexible plastic with dimensions matching the size of the hole in the water pipe section. Passing it through a small metal rod, he used glue to attach it to the pipe section. Baking soda and glue will help secure them more firmly. And of course, he didn't forget to use sandpaper to smooth the area where he attached them. Using a plastic pipe cutter, he cut out a relatively short length of pipe. Foam and glue are also a type of mixture that helps with strong adhesion, so he used it to attach the cut pipe section to the pipe inside the wall. And that's how the issue with the water pipe was resolved. Now all he needs to do is fit the cut piece of wood into the empty space and tap it with a hammer, and the job is done. Chairs covered in dust and dirt. This is probably an issue that many families are facing. So how can they be clean? Let's see how he deals with this problem. After drilling 2 holes on the lid of a box, he cut a piece of gasket to the size of the external threaded connectors. Screw the connectors into the holes drilled on the box lid, and then he used glue to attach it to a section of PVC pipe. Once he had successfully made 2 boxes like that, he continued to use glue and various types of plastic pipes, PVC connectors, to be able to join them back together. In the next step, he poured sand into the inside of a PVC pipe section and then added sealed caps to both ends. Thanks to this, after heating, even if he bent the pipe section, it wouldn't deform. To create the suction head, he once again employed the technique with a heat gun, then used a wooden rod to press down, causing the end of the plastic pipe section to flatten. After that, he just needed to connect it to the bent section of the pipe, and the pipeline was complete. He drew the shape of the box's bottom on a piece of paper, then utilized clothes hangers to bend it into the drawn form. Now all he had to do was insert it inside the box and stick it back together, and his work was nearly complete. connecting the pipes to the boxes. Now let's join him in testing the results. Whoa, look there! Its suction force is really strong, but the work doesn't stop there. In order to clean the chairs even more thoroughly, he also used a bit of Coca-Cola and baking soda. Oh my goodness! Can you see it? His machine has made the chairs incredibly clean. Wow, I have seen how well it works. Using the metal wire to unclog a toilet, that doesn't sound like a promising solution. Let's see what technique the man in the video uses to deal with it. Before directly addressing the toilet issue, let's watch his experiment together. He used lime and water. When lime encounters water, it generates heat and creates pressure to push. Can you feel how intense this reaction is? It caused the box to become distorted and even shattered. Now let's return to the clogged toilet, shall we? Can you see? With just a bit of lime, he was able to effortlessly free the toilet from the clog. Another simple trick he teaches us is how to install a drain in the bathroom. After cutting off the excess pipe, he proceeded to cut the tile to fit the dimensions of the drain cover. Clean the area around the drain, and at this point, all he needs to do is use glue to secure the cover in place. That's it. Everything is done. Another clogged toilet. Let's see what clever trick he will share with us this time. Drill holes on the lid of the paint can that are the same size as the outer threaded connectors. Use glue to attach these connectors to the holes drilled on the paint can lid. Can you guess what he's crafting? Cutting away the bottom of a box, he proceeded to create a small hole on the body of that box. This small trick seems simple, but in reality, it actually involves quite a few steps, doesn't it? From applying glue to attaching the pipe sections, and then connecting them to the vacuum cleaner. I find it quite intricate. What about you? Let me know your answer in the comments section below. Although the process is somewhat intricate, the trade-off is that it yields excellent results. Look at this, whether it's paper scraps or various types of screws, it can all be sucked up. Now let's get back to this clogged toilet situation, and as expected, without any hindrance, the toilet has been thoroughly cleaned thanks to his homemade machine. Not only did it unclog the toilet, but also made it very easy to clean. His homemade machine is truly impressive. Moving on to the next trick. Let him guide us on how to deal with a broken water faucet. The first thing he does to perform this technique is to create his own cutting blade to cut the pipe. Let's watch the experimental process to see how effective his cutting blade really is. You're not mistaken, his cutting blade tech can indeed cut the plastic pipe inside the wall perfectly. Now, heat up the pipe sections to shrink their size, then apply glue and attach them inside the wall. For the remaining part, he removed the faucet from the connector. Right after applying glue inside the connector, he used fire to make it easier to remove the broken part of the pipe from inside. After trimming the PVC connector to make it flatter, he attached it to the pipe section and reinstalled the faucet as before. Next is a trick that helps us attach a water hose to the middle of a straight pipe. After drilling a small hole in the wall, he used sandpaper to smooth the inside of a PVC T-joint. Not stopping there, he proceeded to cut off the rear portion of the plastic T-joint using a piece of metal wire. Using the lighter, he heated a small section of the pipe, then used a knife along with sandpaper to create a small hole on the pipe. Afterward, he applied glue to attach the cut PVC T-joint onto that section of the pipe. Adding a piece of PVC pipe and a coupler to that, the remaining task is simply attaching the water hose. Right next, there's another water-related idea that he's going to guide us through. Be patient and await the unexpected surprise he has in store. At first glance, this seems like a very challenging issue due to the mismatched sizes of the connector and the water lock. But don't worry, our plumbing experts will reveal the secrets of their trade to you. Take note, as you never know when you might encounter similar situations, and in such cases, with these small tricks, you'll save a lot of time and money. 119. Now let's all move on to the final trick in today's video. 120. First, he used a heat gun to make the PVC pipe section into a flat piece of plastic. 121. Draw circles on it and then cut them out. 122. He used glue to stick them back together. 123. Next, he used a smaller PVC pipe section to measure and cut a circle in the middle of them. Right after that, he applied glue and attached a PVC connector onto it. 124. Cutting a small plastic ring to fit and reduce the size of the pipe section inside the wall. Then he attached the just-made circle onto it, followed by another plastic ring. 125. Using a saw to trim away the excess plastic, now all he needs to do is attach another PVC pipe section, a connector, and attach the water lock. That's it, everything is complete. 126. And now, I sincerely thank you all for your attentive listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel to watch our latest and most exciting videos.
lovely shimmer on our skin, restoring everything within. Oh, dreamy, breezy we go, easy, easy on our tiptoes, undercover agents of the other, beyond gravel, beyond all. Hand in hand, building castles out of sand, reaching for the grand. As willows align, we lose track of time. Head up high, now we climb. Oh, dreamy, breezy we go, easy, easy on our tiptoes, undercover agents of the other, beyond gravel, beyond all. A bigger scale the world inhales as we go. Hand in hand, building castles out of sand, reaching for the grand. As willows align, we lose track of time. Head up high, now we climb. Oh, dreamy, breezy we go, easy, easy on our tiptoes, undercover agents of the other, beyond gravel, beyond all. A bigger scale the world inhales as we go. I wouldn't want it any other way, no. Dreamy, breezy we go, easy, easy on our tiptoes, undercover agents of the other, beyond gravel, beyond all. Dreamy, breezy we go, easy, easy on our tiptoes, undercover agents of the other, beyond gravel, beyond all.
Today, I'm going to be sharing with you some mechanical tips, but not too much, because the main topic will be about renovating an old WC into a cleaner, more beautiful, and modern one. Okay, so let's get started. As you can see now, our skilled mechanic is revealing some tips to make it easier to disassemble and replace grinding stones and drill bits for handheld grinders and drills. The purpose of introducing these tips at the beginning is to prepare the tools for renovating my abandoned WC. As you can tell, this toilet looks really old, worn out, and filthy, and it really just urges me to start renovating it right away. Firstly, we need to dismantle the wash basin and water faucet entirely. And let's remove the old toilet as well, because nowadays no one even uses a toilet like this. Sweep the floor, and now we can get started. I'm gonna begin with the walls. We need to draw a large picture on the wall to make this step less dusty. You can use a vacuum cleaner for help. Attach it to the handheld cutting machine just like this. Okay, now we're gonna draw a giant chessboard on the wall, but do you have any idea of why I'm actually doing this? It's definitely not for decoration or to play chess in the toilet, that's for sure. But yeah, exactly. So creating a rough surface increases friction, making the tiles adhere more securely to the wall. So that's how I tile the walls. And to make the WC look more appealing, you should use two different colors. For the lower part, I use tiles with a darker color. Above, I choose white tiles to make the WC look a little brighter and cleaner. After tiling the walls, the whole room lights up like it's been washed after decades of being dusty. Next, I need to address the area where the toilet bowl will be placed and also the drainage system. Put it in a plastic pipe about 30 to 50 centimeters in each of those areas. Can you maybe guess why I'm doing this? Well, the correct answer will be revealed in the next segment, so keep watching the video to find out. Then, I need to mark the four corners. put a little mortar and a little piece of marble tile on each corner. The purpose is to control the flatness of the substrate. Pour in the floor 1 by 1 bucket of mortar and roll it evenly. The next step is to relay new tiles for the floor. The old bricks are dirty in pattern to make the toilet look more modern, but nowadays we often tend to minimalize things. Not too colorful, so I chose light gray vertical vein tiles. By this step, you probably already know why I have to put 2 more small plastic pipes in the toilet and drain area, right? Doing things like this can help us in the brick step, as well as more convenient for the installation of equipment in general. The old toilet has been in use for almost a decade, and now I'm going to replace it with a more modern one. To install this toilet, I'll share a few handy tips here. Pay attention to how I use this cardboard template for cutting. Alright, now we need to use an extremely strong glue to securely attach the toilet bowl to the floor surface. And the final step, we reinstall the faucets and sinks. Also, don't forget to install an additional overhead shower head. So, from an old, ugly, and dirty toilet, we have successfully renovated it into a luxurious, modern, and comfortable bathroom. Can you guess how much I paid for this renovation in total? Please comment down below and let me know.
Oh my goodness, his bathroom is currently clogged, and it looks absolutely dreadful. How can we address this issue right now? We'll be sharing with you the 5 latest ideas from plumbing experts that will help you tackle challenging issues in your kitchen, bathroom, and toilet that you might be facing. Firstly, let's discuss an idea to solve the problem of a clogged drain in the bathroom. We use a cutting tool to cut the PVC reducing connector. And of course, don't forget to smooth it out to make it flat and nice looking. Next is the technique for connecting a small plastic pipe to a PVC cap. In this technique, we need to use a drill to make a small hole that matches the size of the plastic pipe on the PVC cap. After this step, everything seems to become easier because we just need to use pipe adhesive to stick together the pieces we have just worked on. Pretty simple, isn't it? But our work doesn't stop there. Once again, we need to use a drill to make a small hole on both ends of the different sized PVC caps. Next, on the larger PVC cap, we use a drill to create small holes around it. And now, it's time for the cutting tool to show its utility again. Setting aside the tools, now we need a long bolt to attach it to the smaller sized PVC cap. Add a short section of pipe, and then attach the larger PVC cap we made earlier. Not stopping there. We need a pipe union, and now we can tighten the screws. The hardest part is done. At this point, all we need to do is assemble the pieces we've just made together. And there we have it, the accomplishment. Let's see how it will work. Surprisingly, our bathroom is no longer clogged with as much waste as before. Similarly to solving the issue of a clogged drain pipe. But this time, let's move to the sink in your kitchen. Firstly, use a measuring tape to measure the length and width of your kitchen sink's drain pipe. Then, perform the same steps we did earlier. Use a cutting tool to cut the PVC reducing connector, and remember to smooth it out. Next, we need a PVC cap. Drill many small holes on and around its surface. Once again, we need a long bolt to attach it to the PVC cap with multiple small holes. Using plastic pipe adhesive, go ahead and glue a section of pipe onto the cap. On the remaining end of the pipe, attach it to the PVC reducing connector we made earlier. Now, continue to use a drill and drill small holes around our creation. Let's see how it will work and bring about fantastic results. Wow! The waste from the sink has been held back, and we can easily remove them for cleaning. This toilet seems quite challenging to clean, as I've tried various cleaning agents, but couldn't make it any cleaner. But don't worry, with the following idea. Let's see how I can make the magic happen. Firstly, what we need is some cigarette butts. Put them in a cup, squeeze in half a lemon, and then stir them well. And now, let's see how this mixture will deal with those stubborn yellow stains. It's almost unbelievable. It has made the stain shine clean. After testing with those cute little dishes, now it's time for us to tackle the challenging toilet. Squeeze a lemon, sprinkle some cigarette butts. Can you guess what surprise is waiting for us? It's truly magical. After scrubbing, my toilet has become incredibly clean. If you're also surprised by this, let me know in the comments. You're not mistaken. I'm actually cutting off the valve part of a piece of tubing. In the final idea we want to share with you, it plays an extremely important role. Although important, it's quite easy to find in life, isn't it? If you also have some old tire patches, don't hesitate to take them out and join us. I'm sure that something magical is waiting for you at the end of that video. Now let's cut out a long piece of tire patch, then cut them into circles with a small hole like this. Using an empty Coca-Cola bottle, drill small holes on its cap and body. Place the round tire patch we just cut onto the valve, and then use a tool to insert them inside the Coca-Cola bottle. Don't forget to add another round patch and screw on the outside of the bottle. In the next step, we need an intact tire patch. Using the techniques like before, we need to attach it to the cap of the Coca-Cola bottle. Now put on the bottle cap. Next up, I have a piece of paint conduit, and I'm using stainless steel clamps to secure it to the valve head on the bottle. Now I mix a bit of paint. Okay, let's wait and see how the tool we just created will work. Wow! Without too many complicated machines, we can still spray paint. That's really amazing! Give it a try and let us know the results. And now, I sincerely thank you for paying attention. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel to watch the latest and most interesting videos from us. See you in the next videos.